11 years that I have been in Scotland, my first point of arrival was Glasgow. I still remember it was a very cold wintry night. It was snowing and I had a bit of cold, running nose, and so that's my first day in Glasgow. And I was feeling so uncertain. I was feeling quite isolated, and so for the first 2 weeks I had no friends at all. But little did I know that God has prepared for me to have a different life in Scotland and eventually get married. It stands for Society for English Learning through Biblical Literature. It started in Hong Kong, and in case you don't know, between 2007 to 2009, I was studying theology in Hong Kong. And so in my first month of studying theology, I asked God, where should the direction of ministry be? I had no idea. I just want to be settled rather than changing from job to job, not knowing a direction in life. And then that night, after the prayer, within a few days, I had a very clear and vivid dream. And so in the dream, I saw a lady missionary leading a group of Chinese students along the seaside. And I felt that, oh, this is a visionary dream. So the next day, when I woke up, I heard God saying that nothing is impossible. And also in my quiet time that morning, I read Revelation chapter 4, verse 1. And here it says, come up here and I will show you what will happen after this. And immediately I was thinking of a ministry that I have been hoping to start but have been hesitating, and that is how to set up an organization to promote the study of English idioms using the Bible to non-native English speakers. And since then, God is showing me step by step. He led me to publish a website and gathered volunteers, even gathering volunteers to translate those English idioms from the Bible into Chinese, into Korean, Japanese, and even Arabic. So a charity has been formed in Hong Kong, and it has been tested in mainland China when I was teaching at that university in China. And so from there, I wouldn't have expected that the ministry would go so far as to leading me to the UK. So in Glasgow, within the first 3 months of being in the UK, I already started reaching out to international students by teaching them English idioms through the Bible. And it now has become a worldwide ministry. First of all, I must thank God for preparing a husband for me who is also mission-minded. And I have been thinking all the time, how can I take this mission forward, including church ministry and now into a married life. So how could that happen? How can all these being amalgamated? So in the next few years, what God has shown me is that on one hand, because now I'm married to Reverend Wong Ogwuche, so God has opened up a new door for me to take the mission forward to the whole of Africa. So in the past, I have only been to a bit of Africa, mostly East Africa, but never been to West Africa. But as I understand, this mission can reach as far as West Africa, because when I was teaching the course to students in the UK, I have received students from Nigeria, I've received students from all over, like Sudanese, Ethiopians, and the first African church that I partnered with in launching the ministry here is actually Deeper Life Bible Church, which originated in Nigeria. So I can see God's plan in expanding the ministry first through a marriage. Of course, it will be a gradual process, and me and Michael are already planning to visit Nigeria, and from Nigeria can visit other countries nearby. So I think that will be the first step for us to do mission together. And because there are so many young people in Africa who want to better their English, and they are also thirsty for the Bible. If we don't do this mission work, then maybe other Muslims are doing that, maybe the Mormons are doing that. So I believe it is also God's plan that we go to Africa together to do missions. On the other hand, Asia is still in my heart. I'm from Asia, born in China, educated in Hong Kong, and then now in the UK, I have been teaching Asian students throughout. So over the past few years, God opened the door for me to do missions in the Middle East, for example, and it is only a few hours from the UK. So every year I was able to do some short-term missions, having a week or two of English Bible camps, which can be in some creative access countries, Muslim countries, and also in Israel, in some other countries that are open to the gospel. So this, I believe, will continue because we can see the spiritual needs there. And also, as an Asian, I was able to open the door to reach out to those Asian people because of our similar cultural backgrounds, similar habits, similar cultural values, especially family values. So when we went to the Middle East, I can see how welcoming those Middle Eastern people are towards us. Whereas if it is American short-term team or people with a white face, they may treat them with suspicion. Whereas we from China, they just see us as friends, and they are not hostile to us. And with that kind of trust building up, then it's easier for us to share the gospel with them, even telling them about the Bible. So I have already been to a lot of these Asian Muslim countries, and I believe this is a door that God will continue to open for me. And I really hope that my husband, who has not been to that part of the world, can also expand his reach so as to reach out to these Asian people.